Yo, what's going on everybody? Thanks for joining me today. If you haven't done so already, please smash that like button, and also I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date to everything going on right now. And of course, leave me a comment below. Let me know what's going on with you. Let me know if you've applied for the EIDL or if you've gotten declined or whatever. Just let me know what's going on with you. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about the EIDL reconsideration and what's been going on there, what kind of updates we have, because we do have one approval that we got from somebody that was declined earlier. And we'll walk you through what that process looked like, what we submitted, and we'll talk about what other reconsiderations we have and we're still waiting on. In terms of a timeline, a lot of our considerations we filed back in July, and some of our clients are starting to get responses from the SBA. Most of them are responses asking for more information, they're requesting more documents, and like the frustrating thing is most of the time it's documents that we already submitted. We've gotten a few replies and one approval, which is really exciting because it seemed to be such a mysterious process and unknown process, kind of like how the original EIDL was at the very beginning. Like you apply and it's like, well, am I even gonna get anything? Because there's like millions of applications. So this is like the new era right now. So the reconsiderations. We got one approval, which is really reassuring. So I'll walk you through everything that I sent to the SBA for this reconsideration. So for this application, it was, they were declines for having a lack of credit history, which is one of the most common reasons that people were declined. And so, the SBA only had the credit history to go off of in order to make their decision. And so basically we had to let the SBA know that this business was actually doing well before the pandemic. We had to let them know that this was a legitimate business, earning revenue, incurring expenses, paying taxes on time. This person was paying taxes on time, all that stuff. And so we had to send them a bunch of things to reinforce that. So in our package that we submitted to them, first included a letter which explains any issues on their credit, because they did have poor credits, but they did have some reasonable explanations for those issues. So the letter explained in great detail all the issues that were wrong with their credits and what they've been doing to work on improving their credits, or how they've been in good standing for at least the past 6 months. That's the first step, okay? And the second thing we sent them were the business and personal tax returns for 2018 and 2019. That's important for the SBA to see. And along with that, we had to send forms 4506T. That's from the IRS. That is a request for a tax return transcript. That's to enable the SBA to request a transcript from the IRS in order to verify that what we submitted to them as a tax return match what the IRS has in their files. After that, we submitted a couple SBA documents. One was a schedule of liabilities, and the other is a personal financial statement. And both of those documents can be found on the SBA's website somewhere now. I don't even know where they can be found now. I just have them saved down on my computer. But we sent those two things as well. I had my client fill those things at the beginning of the process so that we were able to just respond immediately if necessary. And the last thing we included was the decline letter that the SBA sent over, just so the SBA knows, we're working with this application number and it was declined for this reason, just as a record. And so at the beginning of this, I mentioned that we sent in a letter outlining the detailed explanations of all the poor credit history occurrences. And on the letter, if you're going to do this, you want to make sure you include your business name and address and application number, and the reason that you're submitting the letter and why you think you should be approved. And the reason is because this business faced economic injury because of the pandemic, and now they're in need of assistance. And this person got approved. They were originally declined and they got approved for a little over $50K, which is great news. And I'm really excited to see what else happens, like especially with the people that received responses requesting more information. It's like the SBA is actually getting to these and actually considering these. So for the people that received responses but not approvals, they're requesting mostly tax returns and more explanation of certain things. So for the people who are receiving other responses but not approvals, the SBA is requesting tax returns and more explanations on certain things. So if it's like credit related, they might want to see more detailed explanations on certain items on the credit reports. Or if your credit has improved since you applied for the loan, then you can basically respond with, hey, my credit's improved. You can run my credit again, and hopefully that would be enough to approve me for the loan. It could be as simple as that, okay? So if your credit's improved since you applied, your reconsideration process could be very simple. And then we still have a bunch of reconsiderations still outstanding. A couple of them are going to be for more money, like they were approved already, and now they're requesting more money. And we have not gotten any responses back from those yet. And we submitted those in July as well. And we still have a bunch of other reconsiderations for the same reasons, like declines for no credit history or lack of credit history, or declines because of an ineligible business activity. That was something that was done by mistake. Like they picked the wrong business activity or industry and there were declines because of that. That one just requires just a simple statement or letter explaining that. And so, hopefully that's simple enough. We'll just see what goes on there. So what should you do if you're considering the EIDL or if you got declines? So if you have not applied for the EIDL yet and you're considering it and you need the money, there's still plenty of funding left. They're nowhere near running out of money. So if that's something that you really need or are considering, you still have some time. Now remember, this program ends on December 31st of this year. And so you have until the end of the year to apply. Now, if you got declines and you're thinking of filing for a reconsideration, I would definitely do it. And I would not do it, willy-nilly or shooting at the hip or, winging it. I would do it really methodically and intentionally. And I have another video on this in the past. Check out my channel. I think I go into more detail on what exactly we submitted and how we did it. But our company can also help you with that. So if it's something that you don't really want to take on your own, or you want the best chance possible of doing it, then you can definitely reach out to us. We can help you. That's a service that we provide. We're a CPA firm. We're not scammers. Okay? In order to have a CPA license in our state, we have to adhere to a code of ethics. Otherwise, our CPA license will be revoked, and then we can no longer be in business. Okay? So we are not scammers. You may see scammers in my comment section saying, oh, hey, Tony got me approved right away. Yeah, that is bullshit. Don't fall for that. That's all nonsense. Legitimate businesses don't advertise in other people's YouTube comments section. That's a rule of life. That's all I got for today. Thanks for joining me. Again, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and also smash that like button. And also, I'd appreciate it if you shared my video with people who you think might benefit or might find it useful. And that would be super helpful for me and super helpful for them. All right, and that's all I got. I'll see you next time and stay safe.
I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flicker.